Okay, YouTube, it is Sunday, March the 19th or 20th, I think. I'd have to look at my calendar. Lost track of the date. But today, as you already see by the title, and Angel is just rubbing all over me like a cat. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? And what we're going to do today, nope, not working on a Power Stroke yet. We are going to put the U-boats on the 66 because it needs it badly. And like I've told you before, I don't drive very far in this truck because of the frame that needs work, and we don't really want to start on that frame just yet because we need to get that truck back together. And honestly, I haven't touched it in over a month again, but hopefully here soon. And after this, everything else is out of the way and we can get back on it. But I'm getting off subject. But since I do occasionally take the truck down the road but don't wander very far, the 66 that is, I need to replace these U-boats because I think I showed you back when I first bought this truck. I wish I had my flashlight. I do have a small flashlight. I'll show you why it's really necessary for me to put these on, even though I only take occasional short trips in this truck. Okay. Light. Let's see, this one doesn't look that bad. Here's the one I want you to look at. This one is actually broke. And let's see if I can squeeze under this rear end. Oh yes, and this one is broke. So basically we only have one U-boat per side holding it on, and they're just as old as the broken one. So we're going to do that. And you can see this crusty old frame. See that rot hole right there? Right here under this brace is where the leaf spring goes. So it still has some metal there, albeit not very strong. And let's see, but I've jumped up and down on it. It still has some strength left. I was actually debating on whether I could save this frame. As you can see, yeah, right here is a weak point, and your rear leaf spring goes there, so that's not a good place for it to be weak. But it still has this and this. I just wouldn't venture very far with it like that, or put a heavy load in it, at least going down the road. Maybe around here in the yard where it wouldn't matter if it broke or not. But I'm still debating on how I'm going to go about doing this frames, because really this side is still solid. It's yeah, all the way back really. So I had thought about cutting both frame rails off up and around at the back of the cab area where it's still solid, but honestly, if I could find a replacement rail for this side, that would be the easiest and quickest way to repair this truck, or for this side rather. But getting off subject, we're going to get some jack stands underneath this frame, what's left of it, and we're just going to take a cutoff wheel and cut these U-boats off and replace them with my new ones. And if you remember, I think I ordered those U-boats way back. Well, not way back, but last year, right after I bought this truck, because I knew that was the first thing it needed. And I had trouble, it's a spider or a bug buzzing around my face, and I had trouble finding U-boats that fit this truck. For some reason the 66 is an oddball model. 65 and earlier are different, and 67 and later are different. And who did I buy these from? That's not them. Well, who did I buy? What is this? I'm trying to find a receipt so I can tell you the company. FLMC truck. What did I bought a bunch of stuff I have not put on this truck yet, and I don't see their receipt. Darn it. Maybe this is it. We'll stretch this into a long beginning of the video just looking for stuff, because I wasn't prepared to make this video. Bear with me, I'm working one-handed here, and here we go. Hitchit.com. They make U-boats for everything. I guess they specialize in trailers and stuff, but trucks too. Trailer hitches and more, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Hitch Pro also. I think Hitch Pro is the actual name of the company, but they were the ones who actually they didn't have them in stock, but they made them for me. And honestly, after I went through all that trouble, I really could have ordered some round stock, mild steel, and I could have bent up a pair myself and then ordered a tapping die and put the threads on it. I am a machinist, but I just thought it would be easier to order them. And then, sorry, I'm zipping the bag up with my mouth here, but I thought it'd be easier to order them, and I didn't realize it would be so hard to find. I got so caught up in looking for them and spent so much time looking for them. When I finally did find them, I thought, well, okay, we'll let them make them. But it was $62, I think. I didn't pay attention to that receipt as we just looked at it. Maybe you seen it on camera. I don't know. But I gotta move some stuff out of the way. It has chilled out down here. I know that. It's supposed to be, I think the first day of spring was yesterday or something. Or at least the last day of winter. Or winter, which means the first day of spring was like a couple days ago. And it turned cold again. Got the furnace running. And I'm going to pull the Power Stroke out of the way. I guess we can set up the camera and do a cold start on it and let you watch it. Those are frozen on too. Let's hope the emergency brake will hold this. I bet it won't. All right. Surprised we're not breaking the stud. We're not done yet though. Other side is not going to be easy because I don't have much room. Cannot believe those studs aren't breaking. I actually had to stand on that one. The good thing about working on old vehicles is, it was made back in the day. I'm getting winded. When things are simple. The bad thing about working on old stuff, everything is rusted and frozen. Especially if it's been parked and neglected. Like this. But this isn't as bad as it could have been. Once this drum, or not drum, but wheel is stuck to the drum. Nope, fell right off. So really, considering what we're working on, that wasn't that bad. Cobwebs. I don't know what the brakes look like. Can't take it off now, emergency brake is still on. Okay, let's try to cut on this thing again. Hope there's no gas leaks. There aren't that I know of. cuts much quicker. And I like cutting it on the outside of the truck instead of being underneath of it. I was not too crazy about being underneath this truck while doing that. Now, oh boy, I may end up having to take both of them off just so I can knock this bracket loose and get these beat out of here. I seriously doubt I'm going to get those beat out while they're on the truck. We can try, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. The whole thing's going to have to come off. Bottom bracket it is. Probably not the best punch for this. I just want to give it a little tap and see. Things moving. Okay. Yeah, I might as well cut them both off so I can get this off and work with it. Might even have to put it in the mill. See if the impact can do it now. You gotta do it the hard way. Huh. Maybe my impact's going bad. It's not really that tight. It's not loose, but it's not tight. I've had this thing for a long time, so probably time for a new one. I know I should be wearing my glasses, but they're fogging up. Wasting my time taking that nut off. These things, you can't even beat them out with a fairly decent sized hammer. So I'm going to stick these in a vise, and I got a feeling I'm going to have to use the Bridgeport mill to get these out of here. We'll see how that works out. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, the one stud that I did removed the nut from that I told you was a waste of time. Turns out that one I was able to knock out from that away. I cannot knock these out that way, so I'm gonna have to remove all these nuts anyway. But I'm still glad I cut them because it's much easier to do this in the vise than it is under the truck. Got it. I think it's going to fit. Not bothering to clean up this bottom piece or paint it or anything. That will be done later when we are officially starting to, you know, do all the stuff we want to do to this truck. Right now we're just doing these because the old ones were too dangerous for me to even take it down the road for a short trip. So we're just doing only what we have to on this little job. I had to spread these out a little bit to fit the spring, and so they're a little tight in this actual piece right here, whatever you call it. No big deal. You can squeeze them together with your hand and make them fit. Okay, where did the other washer go? I had 4, I know, for this. Those black shiny U-boats stick out like a sore thumb on the rest of this truck. Oh, these studs are a lot longer than the originals, which we purposely left extra on there, which means I have to tighten them up with a open end wrench, which kind of sucks. Yeah, sure will. Okay, there's one side done. Wasn't too bad. How long did that take me? I'm trying to remember what time I started. Actually, I started around, it was a little bit before 11, so it's almost 12, or it's a little bit after 12 now, so not really that bad considering I had to jack the truck up and get some stuff out and figure out how I was going to film it. But I'm not sure if this is going to be a two-part video or not. I'm going to do the other side with no filming because you've seen what I went through for that. Pretty much going to be a repeat of what I just did. And like I said, when this is done, whether it's a one part or two part, we'll take a little drive in this truck. And I also plan to, after I get it done, we'll lay under it and go over some things that are wrong with it. This is the first time I've actually had it high enough up in the air where I can lay under it comfortably and look things over. And there's going to be a lot of work involved in getting this old truck in good shape, but once the power stroke is done and out of the way, we can get this bed off where everything's easy to see and get to.